music a little bit. There we go. Hello. Sorry the live stream is so late today. It's my mom's birthday, so we went and saw a movie. And I have some sparkling water. I have to admit, I thought I was going to be in a more chipper mood for this little live stream, but I just pulled all of my stuff out of the kiln, and one of the things I made blew up terribly, and then also one of my students' pieces blew up because they didn't press and make the walls thin enough, so there must have been air bubbles. You really have to make pottery, like, I don't know if you can see how thin, maybe from this edge. See how kind of, it's like about like 1/4 of an inch thick. And I think their bottom was just a little too thick on their pot. And there's probably air trapped in there, so I'm gonna have to recreate their piece, only air bubble proof, and remake it for them and fire it. I'm really bummed because the thing that blew up that I made was actually for my mom for her birthday. And I don't know what to do, you guys. I'm a little sad. I think I have to admit, I'm a little sad. I have to decide whether or not I want to try to salvage it in some way, which there is ways to do that kind of with glaze, but I don't know if it's salvageable at all. And then then the second option is to recreate it, but clearly the design in it that I did is the problem that caused it to blow up. So yeah, but we're gonna glaze what we have here, which is quite a bit anyway. And yeah, like I said, I thought I was gonna be in a more chipper mood. So first I've got to sand my pottery, specifically the bottom, so I apologize for the sound. It's the worst sound. Out of the way for now. Okay, I need to sand the edges. Hi everybody! I'm working on some pottery. In fact, let me tilt this down a little further. Hopefully you can see better. There we go. I'm working on sanding this plate, bowl, whatever you want to call it. You can see it has like an asymmetrical shape. It's nice and shallow. It's kind of like a good serving dish, good for like a fruit bowl. I'm usually in a much more chipper mood, but I had some stuff in the same firing blow up in the kiln, so we're mourning the loss. Oh, that's fine. You don't need to donate. Just keep watching. I'm glazing today, so the pottery's made. Here's a bowl. Here, want some ASMR? It's some porcelain, so we're working on glazing today. That's like the second step. But you have to sand the edges because when the glaze fires, it becomes really, really sharp. In fact, would you guys like to see a piece of the bowl that blew up in the kiln so you can mourn the loss of it with me? There, I think the edges are smooth. Ooh, this one's a little rough. There we go. That's better. That spot's still. Okay, once I get this sanded, I will show you a part of the bowl maybe I'll just bring the whole kiln shelf over here because it's in pieces. Okay, I'm gonna set this there. I'll be right back. I'm so upset, you guys. It was such a beautiful plate, and it's in pieces. And it's my own fault. It really is. Do you see this? It's absolutely shattered. It's trying to fall. Let's see. Here, we can pick up a piece of it. This was once a beautiful plate, and now it's just a bunch of shards. I'm trying not to be too sad, but this is kind of like a part of pottery. Sometimes when you experiment and you try new things, they just blow up in the kiln, and it is what it is. And I will definitely cry myself to sleep later, but that's fine. It can't be happiness all the time. You need the downs to enjoy the highs, right? There, okay, back to the happy part. We're gonna glaze what survived. And I'm trying to decide because I kind of have the opportunity, because that piece fell apart, I kind of have the opportunity to experiment with the shards. This is like kind of part of being an artist, you know, you're constantly experimenting and trying new things for the most part, you know, and sometimes things don't go how you want them to go, but instead of viewing it as a complete failure, you kind of have to view it as an opportunity to try something new. So I might see if I can like do some tiling with that. Like if I make a piece, like a plain bowl, I might be able to make space in said plain bowl for those pieces and glaze them into it, like tiles, so like a deconstructed plate, if that makes sense. Like there's opportunities to do cool things, and that might honestly turn out even more amazing, and I might love it more than the original. That's like the weird part of pottery. So we'll see. Because I know I can make a plate about the same size, so, because I used a form that I have. I'm so sorry, I don't speak Russian. Although I feel like I should at this point. I had 3 Russian figure skating coaches growing up, so you think I would pick up something. I do know privet. I can say hello. Privet. I also had a friend that I skated with from the Ukraine. And I had a friend that I skated with who trained at our rink here from Japan. The skating world is a very small world. I always get nervous handling the pottery after it's been fired. There, okay. I like to wash my pottery, dampen it, basically, before this little edge is still a little sharp right here. There we go, that's better. Okay, clear glaze. Clear, 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 not white. I need the clear glaze. Okay, nope, that's empty. Clear. Clear glaze. Ooh. I'm using porcelain. This is a pink porcelain. I have pink porcelain, black porcelain, and terracotta that I use mostly. I have a bucket of stoneware over there, but I don't use it. And I need to use it up. So I've actually kind of given myself the ultimatum that I need to use up all of the clay I have before I am allowing myself to buy new clay. I might buy new glazes before I let myself buy new clay. Okay. There's just a little gnat driving me crazy. Okay, I wish I could prop this up so you guys could see it while I'm glazing it. What do I have around here that I could use for that? Here, give me a second. I'm using my big smooth brain. What if I use this old sponge? How do I adjust the brightness? Because this right now is so blown out, it's just bright white. Maybe if I tilt this down a little further. Just a little better? Nope. It just is how it is. Maybe I should hold it up so you guys can actually see. Why is it just bright white? See, why is it just blinding bright white? Like, I want you guys to be able to enjoy. Push that aside. There, that's a little better. How is everyone else's day going? Hopefully it's going a little bit better than mine just went with my blown up pottery. That's what I get for experimenting and trying new things. No good deed goes unpunished. Oh, also I've updated my listings on my Michael's online store. I have like Michael's Makers, I think is the website, but you can have, it's like Etsy through Michael's basically. But I've listed my pottery there as well as some of my earrings that I make, my little Fimo clay earrings. Does anybody else have, I'm working late because I'm a singer. Oh, he looks so cute. Wrapped around my finger. It goes through my head over and over again, constantly. There we go. I'm only letting myself work 1 hour because it's my mom's birthday in the studio today. I don't want to delay her cake time. There we go. I try to do 2 layers. I found that 3 layers of glaze is like just a little too thick, and sometimes it's not as opaque in certain spots, and it gets globby. Clear glaze, like a good clear glaze, is really hard to come by. Even this one that's pretty good still has its moments where it's just gross looking. Oh, thank you. I will tell her that you said happy birthday. She will like that. Okay, there we go. 2 layers of glaze on the inside. Also, I think my phone alarm is going to go off soon. Hopefully that doesn't disrupt the live stream. Fingers crossed, everybody. But I'm trying to put it in shadow. There, you can kind of see. See how it's all shiny now? The inside is glazed, 2 layers. I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to glaze almost the whole bottom. You don't want to glaze the bottom because then it gets glued to the kiln. So while that is drying, I'm going to set that over here, and I'm going to show you the other things that I made for my mom per her request. They're very fancy, very ornate. She just wanted 2 nice little canister basically things to have on the kitchen counter. So I did that. They kind of have like a unique little edge to them. See, like a fun little lip and seams. They have personality, but they're not too like wild and crazy, you know? So I gotta sand these. Oh, I don't even know how I'm gonna get to the bottom of this one. It was hard to reach into the bottom of these to like smooth them out. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go try to do the inside a little bit. I'm sorry about the horrible noises. Hopefully the noise isn't as bad for you guys as it is for me. It's like nails on a chalkboard out here, like right in my face. why it cracked when I let my earthenware clay dry. So like you didn't fire it, you just let it dry. If you just let it dry and you didn't fire it, sometimes if you let it dry too quickly, it'll crack. That's happened to me before. So you have to make sure to cover it like with a plastic bag, not tight, but kind of loose so that there's still some airflow, but it still dries slowly so it doesn't crack. Happens to the best of us. Don't worry. But if you fired it like in the kiln, and that's when it cracked, that means that there were air bubbles trapped. So you needed to knead the clay better and get it thinner. Like, see how this is like a quarter of an inch thick? The thinner the clay, the less likely there's going to be air bubbles trapped in it as well. And again, you always want to let your stuff dry really, really slow. It lowers the risk of it cracking, both before firing and in the firing. Clay doesn't like a quick change of temperature. I apologize. In 1 minute, my alarm might go off telling me basically to go to bed. And we're going to ignore it today. Okay. There, turned it off. How was everyone's day? What did you guys do today? Is everyone on summer break yet? My summer work schedule starts next week, and I'm very excited. I basically only have to go into work 3 days a week in the summer. It goes down. Taking so long. Okay, inside is good. Now I'm going to sand the outside. We're almost back to glazing. Okay, I think that's as good as I can get it. Now we wash. It's good to dampen the clay a little bit for more even glaze application. Oh my gosh, so I just finished reading the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. I loved it so much, you guys. Like, if you have not read it, you need to read it. Especially, like, it's just becoming summer weather. And it just, the vibes, you guys, it was so immaculate. I loved it. Okay, there, that one's washed. I'll set her over here. We'll switch. I don't even know if you guys can hear the music that I'm dancing to. Did anyone watch Sabrina Carpenter's new music video to the song Please, Please, Please? I loved it so much. I thought it was very campy. I also think the song, I would love if Dolly Parton like did a duet like with her with it, or did a cover of it, because I can just hear Dolly Parton singing that song. It would be so good. My ear is itchy. I think it's my own hair. Oh, do you like my haircut? I did it myself. I cut my hair Saturday. I lost my mind and I cut my hair. No, my hair was like growing really long and I can't get into my hairstylist to get a cut till July 1st. And it was driving me crazy. It was so long, it was getting in my eyes. I felt like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Only it was like going straight out from the side of my head. It was really poofy and doing weird things, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna get a buzz cut in July. I'm gonna shave my head. I've never done it, and when I used to have really long hair, I always used to threaten my hair. Oh, thank you very much. Is it Florine or Florin? Either way, that's a pretty name, or a cool username if you came up with it yourself. You're very creative. So I'm excited. I'm shaving my head, you guys. Watch out for the vlog. There's gonna be a vlog, of course. I'm so stoked. Okay, before I start glazing these two things, I'm gonna glaze the bottom of the bowl now because hopefully you can see it's not wet anymore. It's nice and dry, so we can work on the bottom. I like to spread my palm really wide for plates and then just kind of hold it like there, like pizza. Okay, I think the edge is right there. Don't want to glaze the bottom of this one to the kiln. That would make me very sad. I am not emotionally stable enough to handle more sadness. Speaking of which, how's everyone's mental health doing? I know it can be stressful, the end of the school year. You're like simultaneously so happy for everything to be over, but stressed out because like exams and trying to get everything done before school is out, or school just ended and you're kind of like sad because you have to see everyone you normally get to see every 5 days a week. Change is hard, whether it's good change or bad change. It's always difficult. The human brain does not like change, yet we beg for it. We yearn for the change, and then we're mentally unprepared for it. Being a human is weird. Sometimes I wish I was like just a butterfly or like a cloud. Or maybe a little frog. I would love to be a little frog. I hope I'm reborn as like a spoiled house cat or dog, or maybe a guinea pig. I love guinea pigs. There we go. Okay, second layer on the bottom. Here we go. If you could be reborn as a certain animal, what would it be? Or a plant, any living life form other than a human, what would you want to be reborn as? Ooh, or a microorganism? It'd be pretty cool to be reborn as a microorganism. Some of them live for like ever, but I just imagine what it's like, the terrain, like what you would see as a microorganism. If you have eyes, because not all microorganisms have eyes. They do have like light perceptors, but they don't technically have eyeballs, which is something my brain can't really grasp. Okay. I think I did a pretty good job glazing the bottom. Can you see? Pretty straight line. It needs to be a little more on this side. Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I clean up the edges, the margins. And I'm not going to drop it. There. Okay. Let's glaze the big and tall one. So my mom wanted this to put on her counter to put her can of spray Lysol in because she doesn't like looking at the can. And that, I think, if you can understand that, then you can understand my mother. Like that's a really good synopsis of her. So what I'm going to do first is pour a little glaze in the bottom. And swoosh it around. Sorry if this looks weird. I'm trying to look and see it as I swish it. There, okay. And now I'll let that puddle dry in the bottom as I glaze the rest. There's a piece of pollen floating around. Glazing the inside is the hardest part, I swear. At least I didn't make it any taller, so I don't have to like try to reach my hand in there. I'm really hoping that I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That'd be really cool because then I could monetize my channel and actually make some money off my YouTube channel because I put a lot of hours into this. And I do love doing it anyway, but it would just be nice, you know, because it's weird. Like, I can't monetize my videos, but YouTube runs ads on my videos. I don't see any of that ad revenue, but YouTube does. It used to not be, you could run ads on your, like, long time ago. Back in ancient times on the internet, when it was just a wee babe, you could run ads on your videos, no matter how many subscribers you had, like, that didn't matter. Now you have to have a bare minimum of 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's 1,000 views as well, or 10,000 views. 10,000 views on a long video, and I think 1 million views of shorts. And I feel like every time, and it used to be 500 subscribers, and I was so close to it. I don't know, people kind of come in and out, Jonathan. Sometimes I have like a couple people, sometimes it's just a one-on-one session for a hot second. I don't judge if you don't stick around, it's okay. You want to see the inside? I'm glazing it. This glaze isn't white, it's clear glaze. It just looks white. We're glazing a couple things today, actually, because I just pulled it out of the kiln. There we go. Okay, second layer on the inside. There we go. I think I might do more live streams a week in the summer because my schedule is changing. I mentioned work-wise. I only have to work 3 days a week instead of, what am I doing right now? 5? Well, I have multiple jobs. My pottery I sell at a farmer's market, and that's like 4 hours at the farmer's market, but then I have to work in the studio to make all the stuff as well. So I don't even know how many hours, honestly, I put into that. And then I'm also a fitness instructor and a personal trainer. Now that I used to do multiple days a week, But thankfully in the summer, because a lot of holidays fall on Mondays and a lot of people take long weekends, I'm only teaching Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm teaching 2 classes in the morning and 2 classes at night. So I don't think I'm going to do live streams on Tuesdays anymore, only because I need to rest between all of that. So I have Monday, Wednesday, Friday available. Fridays are hard because on Friday night I pack up the car for the farmer's market Saturday morning because I have, speaking of which, I woke up this Saturday morning, walking out to my car, coffee in hand, running early. I was like, look at me, I'm running early. Flat tire. I came out and my back right tire completely flat. There was a bolt in the tire about the size of my thumb. And you could hear it like whistling from the air leaving it so quickly. I was like, you have to be kidding me. But yeah, Friday, like I was saying, Friday nights, there, the inside is glazed. Now we're gonna work on the outside. You'll actually be able to see that part. But, what was I saying? Ooh, before we do that, let's wash off the bottom of the plate. Can't do Friday nights. I might do Monday and Wednesday live streams. I just don't know what time I want to do. I guess it kind of depends on the temperature. So if it's really hot, it gets really hot in here. There we go. Sorry, I'm concentrating. But I feel like it would be fun to do more art studio live streams, and not just pottery, you know, I also do the beading as well, and that's fun to sit and hang out and do. But I might go to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday posting schedule, essentially. And I don't know, do you guys want just live streams in the studio, or should I also film like some videos that are just like chilling out and while I work in the studio and just kind of have some music playing? There, that one is glazed. I'm going to set it to the side. I'll be right back. My hip popped when I got out of the chair. I feel so old. Oh. There we go. Oh, you'd like either? Cool. That's kind of nice to know, because I might do like one live stream a week, because I like doing the music playlists, but sometimes my music playlists get kind of like a not copyright strike, but I don't know, it's hard with like the different music platforms where you can get music for YouTube. Some of them don't like when you do like a playlist video with it, even though I put a lot of effort into my playlists. So, but they're like, but if you use the music over a vlog, it's fine. So if I did like a studio vlog, but like a quiet vlog where I'm not really talking and it's more like ASMR and music, and we're just hanging out enjoying the vibes, I can do my playlist basically. I just have to make sure to do it within the guidelines of the different streaming. There we go. I should use the spinny thing. So much dust when I did that. Can you guys hear the birds chirping outside? This is one nice part of being able to open my door while I work in the studio, is I get to hear all the nature sounds. gotta make sure you get the edge of it. One layer almost done. I think I would go insane if I didn't listen to music while I worked in the studio. Sometimes I watch YouTube videos, which I'll probably be doing tomorrow when I'm finishing up glazing whatever I don't get done tonight. So excited to start a new book tomorrow. I always have to like spend a day not reading after I've finished a book, especially a series. It's almost like I have to mourn the loss of the series, so to speak, like because it's over. I'm more invested in the world that was created, basically. There we go, last coat. Just make sure it's not dripping too much. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna let this one dry. And we're gonna start on the inside of the other one because they're pretty shiny. I don't know if you can tell. Just put you over there. I'm gonna have a little water break. I'm running so low on my glaze. I might need to order more. Do I have another bucket of clear glaze? No. I might have to order glaze. I think I have enough for this round, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's glaze the inside. Oop, I forgot, I gotta pour a little bit in there. There we go. A little bit more, I think. There we go. They're nice and goopy down there. There we go. The inside, just the bottom is done. The bottom inside is done. Now we glaze the rest. Ooh, when I order though more clear glaze, I'm gonna order a bigger bucket of the clear glaze. And then two, I think I might order some more colors. So excited. Maybe I'll try to order those tonight. And if they come in time, I might be able to do like another firing of stuff, like get more stuff glazed at once. That would be awesome. There we go. Inside is glazed. Woohoo! One layer down. Let it dry a little bit before I do the next layer. gonna see if this is dry enough. This is dry enough. So I can wash the bottom of it so we don't have to worry about it getting stuck to the kiln. $40. Okay, we got like 20 more minutes-ish maybe to go today on the live stream. I don't know, it's 8:25, it's almost 8:30. I'm turning into a pumpkin, you guys. There we go. Bottom is squeaky clean. It's got a clean booty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna place an order for more glaze. I think that's what we need to do. And different colors as well. In fact, I think I'm gonna look for a purple glaze. Okay, let's do another layer on the inside of this one. If I order my glaze today, it might get here in time that we can do another glaze session next week. There we go. 2 layers on the inside. Fabulous. Okay, it's time to do the outside. Oh yeah. It's basically empty, you guys. Ooh. Hopefully we have just enough to get the outside glaze, and we can call it a day on that one. Ooh, I just heard a bang overhead. I think the dogs are being bad. They're probably jumping around. It's almost, yeah, it's almost 8:30. That's the time of day that my dogs go crazy. They get their late night zoomies. Okay, we might have just enough glaze. Do 2 coats on the outside. Ooh, scared me. Stuck to my brush. Maybe if I put a tiny bit of water in here. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of water in my glaze bucket and shake it up. Try to get any left in there that I can. Fingers crossed, you guys. Ooh, that's very watery. There. Okay, I'm gonna leave this and set this aside for now. I think we have time to do one more. I made a black heart plate. I just love how it turned out so much. I think I'm gonna keep it for myself. I can't help it. It turned out good, and we're gonna glaze it black. It's just gonna be black on black on black. Emo vibes. Oh, there's a little bug in here. Fly away. This is the worst sound. Oh, thank you. I know. I think I'm gonna make pour a black candle in it. I don't know what scent. I feel like a black lavender scented candle would be so good. I haven't made myself a lavender candle yet. I really would like some wood wicks in it. I love wood wicks. Side's done, nice and smooth. Okay, let's wash this bowl and then we're gonna glaze it black, like my soul. Get nice and damp. Okay, she is washed. Grab the black glaze. Gotta shake her up. Oh yeah, she's thick in there. There, now that I've rattled my brain. Let's glaze. Definitely have enough black glaze still. I think I'm gonna use, there's another fuzzy stuck to me. I'm gonna use this one. I wanna be a little more precise. Yeah. There we go. It's cool to watch how the brush strokes disappear. See how they dry? I'll try to do it closer this time. Let's do one. And then they disappear as they dry. It's so cool. It only really disappears because the glaze dries gray and the pottery is gray. When it's like first fired, it looks gray. But it's so nice after the second firing, like this is gonna turn out pitch black. And I love it. If you haven't noticed, black is my favorite color. I'm joking. It's not my favorite color, but I do wear it a lot. Extra low. It's always so hard to figure out a way to like show you guys on the live stream what I'm doing without, because it's like without blocking it with my own arm. I kind of have to hold stuff at weird angles. I always feel like, am I doing this? Do I look weird? Oh, you're wearing black too? Twins! We're twinning. Almost done with the inside. This is the last thing I think we're gonna glaze tonight, which is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4 things. And then the rest of the stuff I need to glaze is all tiny. So yeah, we got 5, 6, like 7 more minutes, 6-ish minutes of the live stream left today. So 6 more minutes to stream. And then I'm gonna go sing happy birthday to my mom, and we're gonna eat cake and give the dogs toys, because whenever we sing happy birthday, our dogs think it's their birthday and they get really excited. So we've kind of gotten accustomed to just giving them something as well on our own birthdays. But it's worth, the chaos is worth it. I enjoy the chaos. It's very entertaining. I can almost see the sunset from my studio door. Dogs are so goofy, and my dogs are extremely goofy. So I have 3 dogs. If you've watched the vlogs, you know. I have, and they're all Boston Terriers. Josie's my puppy. She's 2.5. And then Rusty and Junior are my little old men. They're my grumpy old men. They're 12.5. Junior's almost 13. He's almost a teenager, you guys. And Junior has never been very smart. He's really cute, but he's just not very bright. And he's always been blind. He's always had cataracts. He was born with them. And his hearing, though, really good. He has great hearing. However, you can be right in front of him and go, "Hi, Junior," and he will turn around and look the other way for you. Like, his brain, like, he heard you. It's just his brain cannot process the direction of sound. And, you know, he's our special little guy. He's lucky he's so darn cute. Because that's all he's really got going for him is his adorableness. He's sweet and adorable. My little simpleton. Almost done, you guys. Last row. Hello, hello. We're on the last 3 minutes of the live stream. I just realized tomorrow's Wednesday, and I do not have a video uploaded for my workout channel. So I'm gonna have to wake up and do that bright and early. I've been like getting ahead in editing. I have different series of workout videos on that channel, and I've gotten ahead in editing 2 of them, but I'm behind in 1 of them subsequently. So I need to get that done. Okay, there. The bottom is glazed now. I'm going to wash it, as well as that other one over there. Apologize for my singing. I know it's not good. Okay, there. The bottom of that one is clean. Do I need to paint the edges a little bit? I think I need to paint the edges a tiny bit. Yeah, gotta paint the edges a tiny teensy bit. The grand finale, painting the little edges. Okay, edges are done. I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to wash the bottom of the other one. Okay, not to brag, but like, look at that. I caught it when I was coming. Look at, dude. There's something about slowly gaining muscle mass that is so satisfying. It's like, yeah, I did that. Been lifting weights, I think, for how long now? I think like 6 or 7 years. But when I first started lifting weights, it was not that serious, you know? But now I lift weights pretty regularly, a couple times a week. And I'm trying to continue to challenge myself. Okay, I think the bottom is nice and clean. Can't decide if I want to try to do a little bit more glaze on this one. I'm panicking. I'm supposed to be done with work right now so I can go do cake time. I'm going to be done glazing with that though, at least. Now I'm done. I swear, I promise, I am done glazing now for the day. But I want to show you the other things that we'll have to glaze next week. Just a quick little preview of what we're going to do next week. Sound good? Sound cool? I can't get this shut. There we go. Okay. Set that aside. Grab a quick sip of water and I'm going to show you what we're going to be glazing next week. Some of it's boring. I'm going to order more glazes. So we have this cool little tri-vase. So it looks from the top. It sits like that. We got this little tri-candlestick holder. So it can hold 3 little candlesticks. I got this little duo one. Looks like eyeballs. We've got another little vase. This one really needs to be sanded. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 candlestick holders. And then I have 3 plain little cups. These will be votive candles. I'm going to make a client requested votive candles. So we'll pick a color for those and do those. I might do them in white. I feel like white is the vibe for those. But yeah, that concludes the live stream for today. And I will see you at some point. My schedule's kind of up in the air right now. Did I say up in the hair? Up in the air. But I'm hoping next week, because my schedule switches over to my summer schedule, I'll be able to like figure out what my upload live stream schedule is going to be basically for the entire summer. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I just have lost my marbles for a second, but I'm finding them. I'm picking them up one by one, and I'm not going to trip and fall on them. I just have to figure out where they all are. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you again for another live stream as well as a weekly vlog that's going up Friday that I have not finished editing yet. So tomorrow I think is going to be an editing focused day, which I need a day where I just sit and edit, you know? Oh, I'm glad you had fun. Okay, have a lovely evening or morning, depending on what side of the planet you're on, and I will see you again soon. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, I will see ya when I see ya. Bye, everybody.